Hi guys. Right, do you remember this from a few months ago? A little bit of video. Right, that bow was horrible. So what I've done is I've took it apart to see what we've actually got. To see if we could actually figure out why it was stacking so badly. Is it badly made? Whatever. So here we go. So took it apart, and the first thing we had was a shed load of this stuff. It's just a bog standard woven cord shoelace, basically. That's all it is. And it was at least 4 different lengths of it used as serving or whipping to hold the various bits and pieces together. Not the best stuff in the world for doing serving. It's horrible, nasty, cheap stuff. So there's one thing. So we're getting rid of that. The second thing we came across was the so-called leather. Now the description when I bought it said leather backed, leather covered. And I tell you what, their idea of leather is not the same as mine. What they actually used is what I would call pleather, plastic leather. This stuff here. And there were 3 lengths of it used. One to form the grip. Just cheap, nasty, horrible plastic leather. Not even real leather. So there we go. So that's going in the bin. And the glue they used stunk to high heaven and didn't dry. The glue wasn't dry still. The next thing we found was this stuff. It's quite a high density rubber. It really is stiff. And again, the glue they used, well, still incredibly sticky. God knows how long ago this bow was made, but obviously they didn't allow the glue to set. And I don't know, when it's been put onto the bow, it's been quite roughly carved into shape. It's not a custom made piece, it's just, but there's no stretch in it at all. There's virtually no compression, virtually no stretch. It twists, it's quite flexible, but that's about it. I can't imagine what that would actually be used for in any other, but anyway, so there's 2 pieces of that, which is what gave it its really weird shape. So I don't think we'll be doing anything with that as well, so that's going in the bin. I mean, that actually, ow, that would make quite a good truncheon, that. Anyway, for those of you who might know what I'm talking about, if you've seen the film Lock, Stock and Barrel, Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels, there's actually a scene in that film where somebody is beaten to death with a large piece of rubber, shall we say. That's never mind. Anyway, the bow itself, oh yeah, we have the string. The string is actually quite a nice string. We'll keep that. The bow itself, again, it's supposed to be wood and a fiberglass laminate. It's just pure fiberglass, unless the meaning the C is on the end, which I think may be wood, but I'm not entirely sure. Whoops. But they were stuck on with some weird, and I think these bridges have actually been screwed on as well. I don't want to force them and break anything. But anyway, so there we go. There's the... See, it might even be fiberglass themselves. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, if you remember the video when I first got this, the first time I drew it, it actually cracked. And what I think that crack was this joint here. Or was it that one? I can't remember. I don't know which one. Yeah, it was this joint here. Cracked. Anyway, so there we go. So this is the first in maybe a 2 or 3 part video where we're going to see what we can do with this, see if we can make it any better. Right, we've had a look at how it's put together, not put together the way it was advertised. Quite a nice shape, but I dread to think what's actually under here. So I'm reluctant to take the handle off. It is another piece of wood, I think, which has been glued in place. But anyway, right, so there we go. First part of this little series of videos. Not a long video. Just thought you might be interested to see what we found. And over the next 1 or 2 videos, I'll get some nice leather, real leather, and we'll recover this. I'll put some glue under the joints and maybe do a bit of sanding on the sears. See what sort of wood it actually is. I think it may be... It's quite a hard wood, so I think it may be mulberry or something like that, which is quite a common wood in China for making such things. So we shall see where we go. Right, keep an eye out for the next one. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you found it interesting, and I hope you find the next one interesting as well. Cheers guys, see you soon.